president as a person like a pope. Okay, I don't expect a president to be a pope, right? He's not. To me, a president doesn't have to be perfect in many ways. To me, because the president have a very heavy responsibility, right? He have to take care of the whole country of 300 million people, right? So to me, a president need to have the skill, the talent to be able to run the government. Everything else, I don't care. Seriously. So to me, the president doesn't have to be. Yeah, make sure you go home. Don't tell your parents. No, so to me, the president have to be someone to get the job done, to be serious about getting work done. So there's many things that you need to have, right? But that you have to be politically correct. You have to be a nice person. You have to be this and that. But to me, I look at it like what is the most important thing that the president have to do. And to me, the president doesn't have to make the country, don't have to speak to make the country happy. To me, the president is someone who needs to get the job done. That's important. That's the most important. Like him or not, I might not like him. Like he won't be my friend, for example, right? Or because he have done certain things that I don't like, or that. But I still want him because he get the work done. What work done? Okay. What work done? Building a wall.
Yeah, but
Building the wall.
what
Why
price?
do you think that's a good idea?
Okay, why? I tell you what. You can. Okay, you if you've been to my class, to me compassion, love of human and all that, to me very important. So don't misunderstand me, okay? I am myself a refugee, right? I came here with nothing in my pocket. I haven't talked to you about how I first came here. I was a busboy. So I came from the bottom up. So don't tell me, I do know the pain, the hardship. I do know that.
Right.
Now, however, to have a country, you gotta have a border. You have to control in and out of your country. Your country cannot just be wide open and then come in anytime you want, leave anytime you want. I mean, that's why we have passport. That's why we have border patrol. That's why we have people check at the airport. You have to have control. You can't just walk in and not knowing that person exists in your country. Just like my house. I do love people. I do give away some money, not a lot. I do give away some money to help the poor. And I know in this city that I do fundraising to help the poor. Like a week, was that last week? Last weekend, I was helping the fundraising event for, I don't know if you heard, Team Alain Rabot in Vietnam. For that she take care of the home, she take care of the người Việt Nam mình gọi là mồ côi, tức là mấy đứa trẻ không có cha mẹ. Like when I came back to Vietnam, I visited her and so that's that, all of that. But still, I'm not open my door to invite poor people to come into my house. I'm not gonna do that. There's a limit. There's a limit to everything. So I'm not willing to do that. If I want to help people, sure, I will come to their place and help them. There's only certain things that I can do. I can't. If I worry about everybody in this world, I never can't do anything. There are only certain things that I can do, and that's I restrict myself to that. Next question.
Sorry, going back to that.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay, that's it.
So, but he hasn't done anything to those countries. The reason why these people are going to our countries is because of violence, gangs, and all sorts of stuff.
Mhm.
But he hasn't done anything about that. Instead, he decided to build a wall.
Yeah.
It's a patch.
Mm-hmm.
Except people can still go through. It's a patch. What he can do is go over to the countries and solve those problems for them, or help them, and then less people will come in. Or you make the application, the process for people to come in easier. it takes around like a year or so for people to go in, so there's no point in. if
The,
you-
the reason why people are still coming in through because we don't build a good wall. So we need to do that.
Okay.
We need to build a very high wall and complete wall. You know, you don't believe me. Now, I am against the Mexican or the South American people coming into the country illegally. Having said that, every time I need a labor or something, like I need someone to do yard work or when I do my moving,
Yeah.
I actually went to Home Depot and pick up a couple of guys that stand outside. You guys know those guys?
Oh, yeah.
I do. I feel sorry for them. Those are illegal for sure. But you know, they're already here, so that I do that. But I don't wish them to come here. Now, they have hardship, they have problems. Yeah, of course. Is it my problem? No. It's not my problem. Now, I might have compassion, I might help him jump here and there, but if they've been chased by somebody or they've been hurt or they've been killed by somebody, is it my problem? No. Because if it is my problem, you never can do anything in life because there are millions of people who are being killed every day. How are you going to take care of all of that? None. You're going to have to limit your capability. You have to look at many other things than just on one thing. We can't open it up. Then let other people have hardship coming in. Because then we can't manage them. Remember, we have limited money to help the poor in this country. Now, this country alone is already have an issue with feeding the poor. Existing one already. Now you try to import more. How are we going to measure that? Who's paying for it? Who's paying for it? Okay.
So then how do you think we're gonna pay for the wall if we're using that money?
We're going to have to do it one time and get it done. Rather than we have been paying all the illegal for years. We just have to do it one time and get it done with. The war gonna yes, it will cost money. There is a cost for everything. But we need to do it right. So let's pay the money and call it done. Rather than right now, we've been building the wall. Obama and the previous president has been building the wall. Not Trump. Trump is not the one that invented the wall. If you think it Trump is invented, you are so wrong.
Right.
This country has been building the wall for so long. We just never did it right. We just never complete the job. That's the problem. It's not the wall the problem. The problem is have wall with holes in it. That's why we need to patch it.
Right.
Now so that's that. I mean, now if you talk about we need to have there are applications. There are probably more. There's a lot, hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese waiting in line right now to enter the U.S. They are waiting. They follow the law. They follow the rules.
Okay. But they can wait.
And we don't let them in. And then we let the people that violate the law in. The people that are patiently, nice people, that want to go in the right way, they are patiently waiting for years. I, in fact, myself know some of them. And then some of the Vietnamese, some parents that came here late, they wait for 10 years. They have waited for 10 years to get in. Now we don't let them in, and then we let some illegal one in. You call it fair? That's not fair. Now, if this country want to open the wall, want to wide open, that's fine. Let's have the law saying that this country is fully open. People can come in and out free. Doing that, not only doing that, we get rid of all the police and the customs soldiers. That's billion. We've been spending a lot of people like doing the border patrol and protecting our country. Now, if we don't think we want a border, that's fine. Go ahead. Let's have the Congress pass the law saying that we don't need all of these soldiers. Come in and out free, do whatever you want. Don't check the passport, erase the passport. You want to do that? Save millions, so you think the war is expensive? No, it's not. Those guys, we've been paying those guys billions of dollars every year. And we are wasting money because we fought the good fight and then we let the illegal in. What kind of the government is that? Oh, if you are illegal, you're fine. But if you are law-abiding as a citizen, then you're not good. What kind of the law is that? Now, if the Congress, if Pelosi really think what Trump is doing wrong, building the wall and that is wrong, fine. Let's pass the law saying that we're gonna have no border. I'm good with that. And then remember, when you do that, you need to allocate money to feed those people. This country will, all the taxpayers will have to do that. So be careful on what you ask people. They're gonna come in here by millions a month, a week. There are a lot of poor people. There are a lot of people in danger. There are a lot of people that want to come to America. You think only those that crossing the southern border are the ones that want to come to America? No. There are hundreds of millions of people who want to come to America. And they can't. So if you want to invite them in, that's fine. But make sure you have the money to deal with them. What happened when they come in here and they don't have a job? What do you think what happened to them? They're going to do bad things. That's just life. I tell you why the people do bad things. The people do bad things because they are desperate. Right? They're not concerned about anything. They don't worry too much about their own life. Therefore they will do bad things. They will. They don't have anything to protect, so they see. If my case is slightly different, but let's say if I have two kids that I have a wife and two kids that I have to feed and raise today. I don't want to go to jail because who's gonna feed my wife and my kids? Right? Now, if I'm here alone in this world, alone by myself, nobody care about me. I don't care about anybody. Likely, I will do bad things if I need to. So what if I go to jail? Nobody cry for me, and I don't have to worry about. I'm not worried about anything. So I will do bad things. That's just basic human behavior. So letting people is fine, but I let them in orderly, so that you know how many in, and you taking care of them. And the only way to do that is pass the law to say to do that. Right now, we already passed the law saying that each year we will accept so many thousand, 100,000 of immigrants. We do already. That's already written in law. That's why every year we process to make sure that we accept so many people of this race and so many people of that race. So we do. That's already done. Already been established for hundreds of years already. We have done that. We are doing that already. There's a path. That's why some people wait in line because eventually they keep moving up on the line, and then 10 years later or whatever, 5 years later, the event showed on top of the form of the list, and then they go in. They are following the law. We already have the law to allow that many people come in. We can't allow people come in unlimited. And the bad part is the illegal part. So if you have issue with that, fine, make it legal. Don't make it illegal anymore. Don't make it illegal. Fine. And to do that, it's not Trump, the Congress. Make it legal. Pass the law. Saying that just, if you walk into this country, you are automatically a citizen of this country. They have that right. They have that group. Go ahead. Create a bill and pass it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, okay, but only like about 40 to 30% of immigrants come through the wall. The
Yeah.
rest come from airplane. You can't stop that.
Can stop what? I'm sorry.
Airplane. Most of them come from the airplane.
No, you can stop them because they go through the airport. That's why we have
They
the,
go through
we
the
check
airport, they
the,
come
we
in
check
for
the passport.
traveling. Okay, yeah. So they say that they're coming for traveling, right?
Uh-huh.
And then what happens if they overstay the visa?
Yeah, but that's why we have eyes to go after those people.
Okay.
And then there will be some that will overstay, yes. But most people will come back. Most people will. You talk about general. You don't talk about if you talk about special case, yes, there will be. But most people after they pass that visa, they go back because they don't want to be black. Because they don't get on the blacklist. Because once you do that, if you don't, if your visa is up and you don't come back, and then later on when you come back, you never can. You have zero chance to get back into this country.
Yeah.
So yeah, we okay. So okay, I understand your argument here. So you say that we can't stop it all. So then let it all open.
No. Still, it's okay. We can keep what we have right now, the border. It's fine. But it's just 30. It's this very small percentage of them coming in from the border.
But that's not true.
Most of them come from the boat. Other ones come from the airplane. You can't stop those.
Okay. Let's just say that I agree that part. Okay. So what? So we.
So don't open the border. So that's not what I'm saying. What is it? How does the border wall help? You can
Stop
still,
that illegal part.
Yeah, it's still illegal. Yes, we can allow that. We still have the thing. We still have the border patrol and stuff like that. The wall won't help though. It'll impede them by a little bit, but there's still ways for you to go through a wall. First you go underground. Another one you use bombs. Another one you use a ladder. There's hundreds of ways you can find a way to get over a wall.
Of course. But if you say that, then I think you should go home and tell your parents don't lock the door. Don't have the house. Let the door open because you can't protect people can come into your house.
Okay.
So then let's not have the wall and let's not have the fence. Let's not lock the door. Go home and tell your dad that don't lock the door tonight, Dad, because the lock is not going to protect people from getting in.
Right. Okay. Still. But what's the okay?
Right?
Yes. Okay. So you gotta think of two ways though. First, you gotta think about the wall. It impedes them. It intimidates people to not get into your house. But you also gotta think about why they want to get in.
Yeah.
So if you can get rid of the reason why they have to come in, then they won't cross your border. But just keep what we have right now. The border patrol thing is good enough. It's good enough to intimidate them. If people are desperate enough, it doesn't matter if there's something in between you and between the U.S. and then Mexico. They can still go through. But that's only 30% of the people that are going through. They'll find ways to get to the United States of America, whether or not you stop them. You just have to
But we're going to make it extremely hard. I mean, have you seen the wall? The one that they want to build?
Yeah.
It's not easy to get in.
Okay.
It's not easy. Now, if you want to talk about being able to deal with I'm totally agree, but it's going to be very, very hard. Once you can climb up that wall, you don't have enough energy to go very far.
I think his point is that
Okay.
if you have a problem,
Yeah.
you don't just block off the problem. You help the problem get better, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore.
Why do I have to have other people in other countries?
So you don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, like
You just cut off the problem right there. You don't have to deal with the Mexicans
No.
anymore.
No. I don't want people to come in. I don't want the homeless people to walk into my house, but I'm not going to feed them.
Yeah, right, okay.
Too bad.
Yeah, so then you just make the Mexicans not come to your house.
So no. That's
They
why
don't.
that's why I lock the door, so that the homeless don't come into my house.
No, just give them a reason not to come.
No. Because I can't feed all the homeless out there, so that they won't come into my house.
But you're not the only one feeding the Mexicans or whatever. Like, though, it's like a whole, it's like, it's a national endeavor, it's not just you. So, I don't know, like, you're not the only one feeding the homeless.
No. When I say you, I said that you mean, when I say that, I mean the entire U.S. government. You, and you, we all, your parents that are paying tax, we are gonna have to feed those illegal. We do. We are. We have been. In fact, we have been doing that for years.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying let them in. I'm saying.
I know. I understand now. I understand. Me. Give them the reason so that they want to come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
By
I got
fixing
it.
their problem, by helping them
Yeah.
fix their
Yeah.
problem. We put a whole bunch of money into the military already
Yeah.
to fight wars that don't even matter.
But you think we can, so you think that we can fix all the issue in the world by so that people won't come into the U.S.?
No. Oh my God.
So I'm being the U.S. Being the president, I'm gonna solve the world problem so that they won't try to come into the. So the same way with the, why is that a lot of Vietnamese want to come into the U.S. So I should help them too, right? Right? Now there are a lot of Indians trying to get into the U.S. I'm talking about the Indian, not the Indian native Indian. There's a lot of them, and then you have seen a lot of them here already legally, and there are a lot of them still trying to come in. Are we going to help them too? Now, there are a lot of Russians that's already in the U.S. They are waiting in line. And some have, and then some have not. There's a long list of Russians that are trying to get into the U.S. I'm not about Russian being here, I don't mean bad. I'm talking about, good Russian. That's right. They are in line right now. There are hundreds of thousands right now that are waiting today. And the government, the Congress is only allow them I think 20,000 or something a year or something like that. So they do. Believe me, we actually do have a list. Okay, each year I'm gonna let say 10,000 Vietnamese to legally immigrate to U.S. 20,000 Russians legally to immigrate to U.S. 30,000. I just make up the number, okay? But I'm talking about the law, right? 30,000 of Indians from India that try to get into the U.S. We already have, all of that is already in the book. And every year they go through that list. Okay, you in, oh, wait, you in, yeah, that's it. It's all of that has been going on for years that yeah. So now, so you want me to help the South America? Okay, what about the Russian? What about the Vietnam? What about the Indian? Oh, talk about poor people.
No, okay, so.
India is the one that's more needed than I'll tell you, South America.
Okay, yeah.
You been to India? I have.
Okay.
Oh, talking about poor people. Oh, India is the worst. Here we only see the educated one and the rich India. You haven't seen the poor Indian. They are being treated like not even human. Take a look, think about it. Those are need help. So we're gonna help them. So we should have a list of the ones that need help the most and help them. Yes.
So how bad is it over there in India?
India? Oh, India, you see the India they have a culture that they look at the poor people very badly. So they treat the poor people like not even like human. The poor, see, India have, because they have a lot of, they have like hundreds of millions. They were one of the nations with a lot of citizens. And so you here, we sitting here, we have seen rich millionaire Indians, right? Those with PhD degree, right? Most of the Indian here, highly educated. They are well respected here because they are most of them actually PhD degree. But you don't see the poor over there. There are a lot. There are a lot. Now, what about China? Okay. You think they don't have poor people? You think those poor people don't want to come in America and receive monthly payment to food stamp? You think they don't? So when is it gonna end? Why is it I'm just focusing on the Mexican?
Because
Why is it why are they so special? Eh, Believe me, those Mexicans is in much better shape than the poor people in the other country.
right, but
They are.
but our problem is that they're coming to us. They just walk over to the border. That's our problem right there. They're just okay. Suppose that we're a selfish nation, which we are. Every nation has to be selfish in order to care about their people. But so we have to care about the problems that are near us more than the problems far away. India's way over there. We don't care about them coming in boats. We don't care about that. We care about the people walking to our border or just flying over to our
Yeah,
place.
then we need to protect that.
Then we need to stop that. But putting a border wall right there, it's just gonna plug up the whole thing. It's not gonna stop the Mexicans from coming over to our border. They're gonna find a way, either way.
Yeah.
So you have to decrease the flow. You can never stop the flow. There's no way to completely stop them from coming in. You just have to decrease it.
You might not stop it 100%, but you're gonna stop 90% of it.
Right.
It's already proven. The Jew already built a wall, and then it has been proven really working. The people still blowing hole in the wall so that they can climb through the holes. Yeah, they have done that. But in general, most of them cannot get through. So the wall is not 100%, but the wall is 90%. So let's say if you are the Mexican, you think you can climb that wall?
I don't think that's not the issue that we're talking about right now. You're saying that if you had a family you had to feed, and they walked in, you said that since they don't have anyone, then they're more likely to do bad things. But you're just that you're saying that they don't have a family. They probably went over because they have a family they need to feed. They went to America because they need a better life so they can like provide for their families. I think you're saying that they don't have that in their
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when people have a lot to lose, then they tend to break the law. When people don't have much to lose, then they more likely to break the law. I'm just talking about likelihood here, right? I mean, so when if let's say you have a kid and wife that's hungry, and it's time to send them some money, and you don't, what you gonna do?
Then I have to find a way to be able to do that.
No, for me, I will steal money.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to do. Well, no,
Right?
No.
Right? No, I mean, I'm serious. If I have two baby crying, one milk, and a wife is waiting for me for my money, and it's time for me to send money, and I don't, what do you think I will do? I will steal. I'm sorry. I will steal the money. I will.
But you're just stereotyping like all Mexicans by saying that. Not
No.
all of them would do that.
No, I'm just talking about, yeah, see, people make it, now, so you know, we were talking about black and white and, you know, you're gonna have, in life, you do need to make some generalize. You do. You have to. I know stereotype is not good. I totally understand that. I don't want to like, oh, because you black, you bad. No, I don't want that. But but you also have to remember this. When you are walking in a dark alley and then 3 black guys is following you, you better run. Don't say that, oh, I'm not
So
stereotyping.
you're saying you wouldn't
Oh,
run?
you are good people.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
So
I don't know. I don't know about
Well,
you,
what if
but
they
I
were
run.
Asian? What if they were Asian and they're coming at you? You would still run. That doesn't.
No. Now, but if there are 3 white guys walking, I probably most likely don't.
What?
Why not? Why
Now,
not?
wait. Now, if three of them are like dressed like homeless or look bad, then I will run. And if the three of them dress nicely, that's life. We stereotype.
What if the black people were dressed nicely?
Yeah, what
They might no. I'm not saying they bad, but I'm just protect myself.
I think I understand.
Like, what if they're
Right?
dressed
I
nice
think I
and have a
understand
gun?
what you're saying,
Like,
but then
what
I
do
still
Yeah.
agree with them.
What
Like,
do you do in that situation?
it's like letting them in is like a communist country. Like you can't fix everything.
No, you are in the situation. You're just gonna have to stereotype and make some judgment.
Okay,
So
what
so
about,
I walk in the dark alley. There are three white guys.
Time to get up, 1:30.
I'm not too worried too much. Now, if they are dressed really bad, I'm really worried, right? White guy that look like homeless, I'm really worried. Yeah, and then three black guy, but if they are dressed nicely, I'm probably not too worried. But three bad guy with the pen like hang down below the butt. You know what? I walk fast. I run. I don't know about you. You want to say, oh, I don't stereotype. Chill. No, I'm not doing that.
I don't think you would want to walk in a dark alley.
Sometimes though, sometimes you wear, no, it's happened to me. It's happened to me when I walk. Yeah, I have. Did I tell you a story when I was in Paris? Those who have heard. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll give you that story. Unfortunately, sometimes you fall into that situation, and you have to evaluate the situation and have to deal with it. Now, if I see a couple, a man and a woman in a nice suit and walking in the alley, I probably want to go come next to them and chill with them. Yes.
Like, what if they dress nicely but then have a gun? Well, what do you do in that situation?
I know. I may be wrong. Yes. I'm not saying that the one that dressed nice don't have the gun, or the one that dressed nice don't kill you. I don't. I'm stereotyped. I'm generalized. Yeah. Who's saying that the rich person don't kill? Right? We know that.
Kids shooting up schools.
Who's saying that the nice and handsome guy don't kill? But, in general, they don't.
But they kill.
So now let's put it another way. Let's say you are my daughter.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for you. You need my daughter today for that. Let's say that.
You agree, Cynthia?
I take you to a neighborhood, a bad neighborhood, where people were standing out on the street, boom, 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 you know, and dressing like that, and say, oh, yeah, I know this one girl, her birthday is in there. Drop me there. Hell, I take her home. I don't know if they bad or not, but I take her home. I'm not gonna take a chance. Say, go girl, go girl. They haven't done anything bad. Go. Now, if I try her, if you say, okay, yeah, Dad, can you take me to this girl that I know at school that's have a birthday and I need to go there. I say, okay, okay, show me. And then drive into a nice neighborhood with $1 million house, right? I drop her.
Go in and party with them. Go party.
Right? I drop her there. I say, yeah, good friends. I'm sorry, but that's life. You think I should do differently? We do judge people, and we should judge people. Now, there's always the liberal always say, well, we don't stereotype, we don't judge. Come on. We do judge people. We just don't say that, or no, they just don't say that. We do. I open a restaurant. I want to hire someone to like reception, right? And then she come in. I look at, oh, good, you in. I hire you. Now, if she come, her tattoo is all over the face, like ring like here, ring there, like ring in here, long hair, like purple hair, and she come in and ask a job. Thank you. I'll call you later, okay? I'm not gonna hire her. We do.
Okay, but what if she was?
No, let me finish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Give me one more second.
okay, keep
So we don't know if that. I'm not saying that the one with the ring all over the place is bad, but it's just that.
Yeah, you are.
Right? Okay, so now, I'm sorry.
Okay,
You finish.
okay. What if that person had more things on their resume, like more things that would be beneficial to your place? The other person didn't have anything. Are you saying you would just ignore that and kick her out?
I will do that. I will make a evaluation, but then all those rings, each of those create a negative point. I actually will grade them.
Okay.
Now, if I look at her resume and she like PhD degree, yeah, okay. Hey, I'm sorry. I just respect educated people more than uneducated people. I'm sorry. It's me. You heard
I
me,
respect that,
right?
but-
I want you to have OBS. Why? Right? Now, that doesn't mean that if you BS, you don't kill. That doesn't mean you BS, you're a good person. No. But you meet certain qualifications. Yeah, no, but I will score her. I will score her, and then I say, okay, well, but PhD is 10, and the other is -5, so in the end, I still have 5.
But like, it's just rings.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
It's just rings on her. Never mind.
You don't see that
Just a personal style.
I don't know. I understand, but I can't alone. You don't want to.
But then, like, a few rings, like, doesn't affect, like, doesn't
It's,
deduct, like, 5
no,
points.
I understand that, but in general, it just doesn't look good. And that's why people don't talk to in the face, and people don't put ring all over the place. Only those people that doing that because they don't care.
You could like ask her to take it off.
Huh?
Or,
They're good, yeah, you're good, but if you do, you're in trouble, because you are discriminating.
No, just like a dress code. You can say like.
Yeah.
Oh, the dress code has already been considered discriminating.
Really?
They don't allow dress, yeah, the dress code is actually being challenged right now, that you can't do that, yeah.
So schools are discriminating
They
students.
have, I mean, a certain school is really already in trouble right now because they are enforcing dress code, and they're in trouble.
But enforcing dress code is for the students.
Huh?
The dress code is there for students. So, like,
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
About the hair too,
yeah.
but that's because they can't control it. You can't have braids. Why can't you have braids? There's no
Yeah.
point in that.
Yeah.
That's a stupid dress code right there. You have,
There's a lot of stupid dress codes.
you gotta like, draw a limit. It's
Yeah.
just some schools take the limit too far. Like, oh, hair can't be curly even though you're black. Black people have curly hair. You can't fix that.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta challenge some of those few things. Dress codes are there for a reason.
You're just gonna have that. I mean, you're just gonna have certain rules. And then-
Make them.
And if you're looking at if you're looking at like those like FBI that do like solving the crime scene and all that stuff, their job is profiling. What does that profiling mean?
Okay.
Stereotype.
Right. Okay.
Exactly. That's their job, to stereotype.
So
They sit in the office, and based on certain things, they say, okay, that person got to be black. That person have to have a bad history, that person is 20, roughly 20 to 30. That's their job. Their job is to stereotype. Profiling. They actually call it profiling. They do. Right? They have to. That's how you solve the problem. You have to focus. You can't be a policeman and say, okay, I'm gonna solve the crime and I can't look. Oh, you black? Oh, I can't look in you. Oh, white? Oh, yeah, I think you killed that person. That's stupid. It's like as you go up and you go to college, you learn about statistics and then you learn about all of that stuff. That's what it's all about. What is the likelihood for this group to do certain things and the likelihood of that group to do a certain thing? It's like too bad. Now, if I'm sitting at the airport and a white guy just leave a backpack and walk away, I don't worry too much.
It depends.
Boston
Now.
Marathon. Boston Marathon.
Now, yeah, but in Boston, right? Yeah, but that's now. But if it's the Saudi guy, a Middle East guy, leave a backpack next to me and walk away without saying anything, dang, I'm leaving. You go ahead, don't stereotype. You stay with that bag. I'm not.
No. I just run away every day with you offer. If it's a white guy, I'm still scared.
Actually, less. No,
Russians.
no white guy in the different sense. Yeah, I mean, white guy, American white versus that guy is a Russian. Well, it's not a Russian, but it's.
Well, an American white person has killed more people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
shooting.
I mean, we have proven that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's mainly.
But in general, though, I mean, Terry McVeigh, right?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, he's the one that bombed the you guys can go bomb the FBI.